Today, guys, what we're going to hopefully try and do is get into some bauxite so that we can then hopefully make some aluminium solution, or at least maybe we can finally get into some aluminium scrap. Well, we'll be able to get it all running by the end of today's episode, guys. You have to wait and find out. Hello guys, Wasnator8 here, and I'm back again with some Satisfactory World Domination. And as you can see, I've done quite a bit of work off camera. I've actually sorted out my main base of operations, foundation work anyway at least. Just in case you're wondering, the reason why I've got the glass foundation is because I'm actually going to have the train track coming down this way a bit. And then I'll set up where my actual train stations will be for this main area. I'm not sure if I'm going to have a ramp coming up and then I'll put some train stations on one of the sides or the other sides, but that's not what we're going to do in today's episode. No. Today we are actually going to go after some bauxite. Now, when I was over at the start base, because obviously some of this will actually move over to here when I can finally destroy the tractors, because as you know, the tractors are bugged and at middle of the map. So, at the minute I can't do anything with that lot there. I can't change too much without it affecting anything. So, I'm over at the main base area, which I will be developing bit by bit. But yes, anyway, as I was saying, you do a scan for bauxite down here, you'll get about 3 nodes which are around in this area. But over here, if I do a scan for bauxite, we'll let it ping the 3. 1, 2 and 3. So as you can see, they're a lot more closer to the edge here. Now this one, believe it or not, is actually up on that rock there. I've actually had a little scout early because I did a few missions where I went to got some hard drives and got some alternative recipes. I got an alternative recipe for making. Can't remember now. Hold on, let me just make sure I get the right thing. Let me just put an extra refinery in. An alternative recipe for making sloppy aluminium, which takes 200 bauxite and 200 water instead of the normal recipe, which take 120 bauxite and 180 water, which will give you aluminium and silica. But I actually get enough aluminium solution to actually convert it a bit easier. Only a bit, not a lot easier, but just a little bit. So I'll say, because the node up there was actually a pure node, I could have 2 of these machines running. Obviously I'm going to need coal. Oh, it's coal instead of water. Oh no, that's when I'm turning it into the aluminium scrap, okay. But yeah, so obviously if I get the solution all sorted out, it'll make me 480, so it's a little bit less. I could technically try and have 3 machines, well, 3 these refineries making this one, and I could have 2 of these machines running. Unfortunately, I can only really have the 1 being done at the minute, but because it's a pure node, I should get 480 bauxite at one time. So I'm going to get up to the top here. I'm going to have to build a weird ramp system. I will sort out a proper way up. I'm actually hoping, maybe later on today, at the same time in the episode, is to sort myself out with a hypertube to come up here. But again, I've got to get up here first. And it is pretty high up. So let's just try to get around here. Let's turn it so I'll go back that way a bit. So yeah, it's going to be a bit of a travel to get up here. Now, what I plan to do future on to get the bauxite down is I might use drones. Obviously I ain't got access to the drones at the minute, so that's out the window. But there's still going to be the problem of power, which I know a few of you will be like, well, how are you going to get power up and down? Well, that we'll also do in today's episode. I've got to try and sort out my power system for this area, but oh jeez, come on, let me up here. Up. Bauxite is that, there it is. And there were baddies up here. Did get rid of them, but they've actually respawned. So let's quickly deal with these and hopefully without dying. Come here. Did not expect to get hit that much. It's almost like I'm playing baseball with them. Ow, that actually hit quite a bit. Ow. Ow, 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 ow. Ow. That's one. You down. You're down. And come on, you. Dealt with. Awesome. It's a good thing I prepared some food. And yeah, I haven't made the anything better than my slappy stick at the minute. So yeah, this is my bauxite note, and it is a pure bauxite note, like I said. I did actually check to make sure I was ready for it today. So, what we're going to do is put on a miner 2. I'm going to sort out some foundation, and I'll be back once I've got it done, guys, because it's going to take me a bit. Right, so now that we have a bit of groundwork around here, and our miner in place, I know I've got plenty of room there. I might use it for something else later on. Like I say, I might get, when I have access to drones, I might have a drone port to take it down and up a bit easier. Anyway, so for the minute, we've got the bauxite coming out. So we're going to need in 2, believe it or not, it will be 2 of our refineries. And I'm just trying to figure out which way I want to do this. Probably one there. And one there. Now obviously I've got to work that this is a miner 2. Not miner 2, miner 3. So I'll be producing 480. So I technically could overclock the machine to get me 600. If I remember rightly, if I overclock it by 1, I should get 600 bauxite per minute. I will double check when I get it all powered up though, don't worry. Because if not, I'll overclock it by 2. I'm pretty sure if I just overclock it by 1 and it's miner 3, it should make me 600. Should. I hope I'm correct. If I remember rightly, I should be correct. Yes, I should be. Please be right. On 480 plus 240, 720. Is that what it's going to be? Really? 50. If I double it, it'd be more than. Oh, I don't say it's going to be 720, because then that's way too much. I'll be short by 120. Technically, I could just put in it. If it is 720, I'll put in another machine, and I'll just make the silica. But yeah, so I'm going to have 3 machines at the top here. Maybe 4 if I need it. Now, there is going to be a question you're all going to be asking, well, what about the water? Well, as you can see, I've done a little bit of math. I haven't actually fully worked everything out. To be honest, I should have actually fully worked it out, but I didn't. But, oh well. Right. So I'm going to need to put in, so it's going to come, just in case, it's a bit extra. So I'm going to work this at the same time as I go. There. I should have double checked on my map before I start doing this, shouldn't I? Yes, but I didn't, so it's my own fault. Right. So what I'm going to need to do is send up some water. At least 300. No, 600, but if it's more, I'm going to need an extra machine anyway. So we know from down there, we're going to be doing 60 at a time, so it means I'm going to need at least a Mark 5 belt. So I'm going to need at least quite a bit down at the bottom. So when it comes to unpackaging though, I don't need as many on packers. So I should have 600, which will be 5 of these. So just put that back on. I might need more than that. So I'm going to need to get 5 packers in place. Yeah. So I was trying to think then, because it's all going to go back into fluids. That's why. So let's go there. 2, 3. Wrong place. 4, 5. I should hopefully have enough room here to fit in a 6th one, just in case I need one. Now, the one alternative is I could actually have the fluid just come all the way up, but I don't think that's going to fully work too well. Right, so I'm going to need to put in a fluid buffer. I don't really need a fluid buffer, but I think a fluid buffer might help out a little bit. You know, I'll put it in there. I was actually going to try and fit 2 in here instead of just the 1. Okay, let's just quickly do that, and we'll do that then. So I'll have the fluids, obviously they're all going to come down. This is not exactly the design I wanted, but so we'll go into there, and there, which means I need to extend this a bit more. So I can replace that in place. There we go. Yeah, so all the water can stack up a bit better, which will go around the back of the miner and into the refineries. Awesome job. So I'm going to quickly get these all belted up, and I'll be back once that's done, guys. Okay, guys, so I actually had to start some packers. I did a little bit of math. Unfortunately, this will make a bit too much if I put in, as you can see, I put in 2 and it went a bit higher than what I wanted it to be. So I need to make at least 600 bauxite. So I will overshard it, but I need to get 600 bauxite. I'm not going to have another one because it's just way too much work. Because I would need a lot more water, and just to have an excess of water just doesn't really seem worth it. And to get the packages is a bit of a pain. So I'm going to keep all the 6 packers up the top here. As you can see, 5, sorry. Which will go into a fluid buffer, which will go around into my 3 refineries for the bauxite. Obviously the miner will come up, make the bauxite, and go into each. This one won't be running to start with, but the other 2 will be. Obviously when the solution is made, it will come out into the pipes. Obviously one lot goes around to the N2, and these 2 join and go to these 4 here. Not exactly the best way to see them, but I've had to really fit them in really tight here. And as you can see, they'll come out. And this is the same on the other side. So they'll come there. So the solution will come out because we get 120 a minute. Obviously, we're making 240 a minute, so that's why each machine will need at least 2 packers to pack them up. And it will send up 2 lots down. Obviously, there was 1 lot coming up. Obviously, that will be a Mark 5 belt instead of a Mark 4. Yeah, Mark 4. So that'll change. These ones won't change. And then it will go down. As you can see, the belt goes all the way down there. So I've already got it set up to go down there. So I'm going to get myself down there as best I can without dying. And yeah, I'll be back with you guys once I'm at the bottom end, so we can actually get this all sorted and figured out. Hopefully. And obviously I've got to sort the power drop here, but I'm not going to worry about that just at the minute. So I'll be back once I'm down there, guys. Okay, so we're now at the bottom here. A pretty long bottom. I've got, like I said, I've got to sort out pipe works and that lot. I was going to have it that the pipes come down, but then I was like, well, I'd have to have 2 lots of pipes, and I don't know. I might readjust it where it just have a pipe come down instead, but again, I'm just going to go with the belt works. It's easier. Anyway, so this one here, as you can see, it goes up. So that'll be the one with the water, and we've got 2 that come back down. So that's what we have to now try and sort out. Right, so I need 720 water going up. Let's just try and find the packers. Or a packer, I should say. So we're going to be doing bottled water, so they take 60 minutes. Okay, so 720 divided by 60. We're going to need at least 12 packers down here. Let me just quickly move that on there. Right, and I want this to be kind of close to the water at the same time to make it a little bit easier. And obviously we're going to have them come into the machine, so technically I need them as close to here as I can. So hopefully 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, I ain't got enough. So I can fit at least 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 this side. I'll have a... Where are they? When I finally figure it out, I'll have a merger this side. Let me just redo the packaging here. And I'll have another 6 this side, which will be making the package water, which will package up the water. So to start with, I will need, and this is just to start with, I'll put in a bin about there for now, just to start with. And what I'll do is I'll put a load of containers in. I'll throw a load in here, which obviously is going to have a load of... Oh no, that's going to be the wrong way around, isn't it? No, never mind. Oh, shut up. So now I'll just throw the bottles into the machines, and it should hopefully then start getting it all set up that end when I get the power done. So I'm going to quickly grab some more rubber, because that's what I'm going to need, unless I've got some in there. Nope, and I don't have any in there, do I? Nope. So I'm going to quickly grab some more rubber, so I can get these placed down. I'm going to get the more belt work done, so it'll save me quite a bit of time later on, because, you know, I really need to try and save on the time. And then we can try and start getting this start of the basic set up for it all. So I'll be back once I've got some more rubber and I've got the other packers down. Okay guys, so I've had to quickly go and grab some more materials because I actually ran out. Now I actually got my wording slightly wrong here. Right, I've actually got, obviously, we've got the solution coming down. I only need to go into 6 machines to unload the solution, so that's what I needed. I'm not going to put the water packaging ones here, I'm going to put them a bit more around the side. So yeah, we're unpackaging the solution. So we've obviously got it split. We've got one half. Yeah. God dang it! Come on. One lot going into there. Another lot going into these 3. So the solution is going to come out. It'll come out at 120 each, which is 720 altogether. So one lot goes into one machine, one lot goes into another, or buffer, I should say, industrial fluid buffer. I'm going to put 12 packages, yes, I'm getting it right now, packaging machines. I'm going to put them about here. I might adjust the distance because obviously the belts need to go in and sort themselves out. So I want them to go into a storage bin as well, so I can actually put some extra machines. 3, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I'm gonna have 12, so I'm gonna need a bit of a gap, so it gives me a slight idea. So I want to be able to move that fluid out somewhere else. So I'm going to say about here. 2, 3, 4, 5. Probably got it actually wrong on the spacing. Completely wrong on the spacing. So that should be better. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I'm going to have them split. 4, 5, and 6. I'm going to have that turn around that way. And before you think of anything and go, oh no, how are you going to get... Don't worry, before I get all the belt work actually done, I'm going to put in the pipe work for these. So that the water will come in without a problem. Now I'm going to have a slight issue with the water. Mostly to do with the flow of it. So 60 times by... God, yeah, 60 times by 12 is 720. 720 divided by 2 is... Ha 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 360. And obviously I'll have 3 water pumps going to one machine and another 3 going to the other machine. Well, the other 6. So I'll probably have 6 coming this way. Oh, 1 pump will come in this way for these 6, and another pipe will come in this way for these machines here, and they'll get filled up with water. Obviously they'll package the water and they'll filter themselves around and go up the belt there. Right. So that part is now discussed. So at least then we'll have a solution movement. So I need to sort out what do I need to do for making the aluminium scrap. I need coal and I make water as a byproduct. Oh no! Right, so I'm only going to need 2 of these machines. Right. Well, first things first is let's just get this machine. We'll say there. Great. No, not going to work there. Okay, let's say. Of course, that machine doesn't want to go there. Right. I could have just had these go into the machine itself instead of into a fluid buffer. It's fine. Just means I've got a bit more space to work with. Right. So I'm going to make water as a byproduct from 2 of the machines, which is awesome. That's going to help out. Wrong one. So that means 240 of this water can go into what? 4 of these machines. So what I'll do is I'll get the water to gather up together. I'll get them together maybe, say these 4, oh my god, these 4 down here. Which then would mean the other 10, hang on, no, 4, no, 8, yeah, other 8 can be on 1 pump system instead, so it'll be a Mark II pump. So the water will probably come in from this end for 8 of the machines, and the other 4 will get the water from these 2 machines, from the 2 refineries. So I'm going to do the work on that, and I'll show you exactly how that's going to look once it's done. Okay, right, as you can see, I sorted out the pipe work, and they've all been painted. All the belt work's been sorted out. And obviously I've got 2 containers here, which will take the aluminium scrap. Now the only thing I don't need to worry about is getting 240 coal down here, which I probably will sort out, because I'm going to need a train system sorted out to get this running properly and to get the power here. So I'm not going to be able to do everything in today's episode. I was hoping to get it all done. Unfortunately I can't. So what I've done, because I've got the pipework sorted out, is I just quickly got in the 4 pumps, because obviously we're only going to need 480 water, because we're already making 240, 200, whatever. Yeah, 240 from the 2 refineries when we get the water. So that will come in to play into these 4 packages to make packaged water. So I don't need as many pumps. Now I know to start with it's going to be a bit slow, but considering I've only got, you know, maybe 1 or 2 of them, I might be able to get all 3 if I overclock it by 3, but I'm not 100% certain. I'll have to double check when I get it running, which will obviously have to be in the next episode. No, save, thank you. But yeah, so obviously I've got my 4 water pumps. I need to get some more materials so I can get the pump to bring the water up a bit more. I think I'll have to put the pump in there. I've got the electrics done for that bit. I've got the electrics to do for everything because of yet, so it's going to be a bit of time. But yes, I've got it basically sorted to make the aluminium scrap anyway. The only thing I need to do, apart from powering it up, is just getting some coal in, and I'm going to need to get a train in. So I'll do the train station off camera. I'm probably going to put the train station in around about here, just so then I get the coal coming out and the coal gets shot over to there, and then that's it really. So it's more of the fact I've got to sort the system out over there, which I can't really do till that's working, and I can't do that till that's fully working. So I'm going to have my coal power plant kind of off over that side, just so I can get the coal working over here, and then when it's finally working over here, I can, get that side on again. It's just everything's going into each other, because if I wanted to actually get coal, as you'll soon see, guys, in just a minute. When it doesn't take forever to show me, there we go. That's my nearest coal node. And the others are over here. That was actually up a cliff, so there's no point for that, and them two are too far. So I'm going to have to use the station over here, which is the collection station, so I'm going to have to collect stuff to drop off here anyway, which is a bonus. So I guess it could pick up the automated wiring and the modular engines, combine them together, and the train can pick up coal and drop off the coal here as well. So 2 birds with 1 stone is a possibility. It's more the fact that I didn't want to pick up coal and bring it here, but I'm going to have to. I thought it might be petroleum coke, but I don't think the petroleum coke would work instead of coal. So if it was petroleum coke instead, I'd be throwing that in, because obviously I'm not using it apart from for the coal generators, which are just being made from the fuel. But because it says coal itself, I can't use petroleum coke, which is annoying. But I might test it out. If I can use petroleum coke, then I'll be fine. I won't need to worry too much about the station being set up, because I've already got one going over that end, so I could just get a train to pick it up and bring it over. Right, so apart from that, we are really close to getting the aluminium scrap. We've got everything, like I said, ready. It's just I need to get the power and the coal in. And like I said, unfortunately, the episode ran a bit too long for me to be able to get this fully working today, sadly. But I have the basics of it done, which is a bonus. Hold on, wait a minute. Before you guys put that comment down in the comment section down below, I just noticed a little mistake. I need 3 refineries. I just realised I get 240 aluminium solution, not 360. I looked at the aluminium scrap, not the aluminium solution, because obviously I'm getting 720 from the top, which is getting unpackaged, so I've got to redo these a little bit. So there'll be 2 going into that one, 2 going into that one, and 2 going into another fluid buffer, and then it'll go into another refinery. I just noticed that mistake, guys, so don't worry, I will fix it at the start or before the next episode. I just realised, so of course that means 2 more of these packages will be going through this slot. So instead of being 4, it'll be 6, so I only need 3 pumps for 6 of my packages as well. So slight mistake there on my side, but I will fix that if I remember to anyway. Anyway guys, hopefully you've enjoyed today's episode. If you did, please do hit that like button, and if you haven't already, please do subscribe. Like I said, I was expecting to get the aluminium scrap going. I was hoping to actually get into aluminum completely today, but unfortunately it's just taking a bit longer to get everything sorted out. But hopefully you've enjoyed, and hopefully I'll see you in the next episode where we finally get the aluminium scrap going, where then we can try and make the other materials from it. Anyway, enjoy the rest of your day, guys, and bye for now.